Welcome everyone. It's good to see you again. Starting from today, I want to do something different, not regarding the content of my videos, but the way I'm shooting my videos. I'm trying to remove or to reduce as much as possible the video editing because it takes a lot of time, and that time can be used to actually shoot more videos and be more active on YouTube. Also, it will make the videos feel more natural, but that also means that the videos will be longer and you won't have the title of the fragrance displayed on the video anymore, but it will be written in the fragrance in the video description. So as you see, I'm already stuttering a bit, so hopefully it won't be that often, it won't be that much. I won't be taking too long breaks in between my ideas, so hopefully I won't be losing my ideas while shooting the video. But let's see how this one goes. Let's see how many fragrances are we going to have today. We're going to have 8 fragrances, and it's going to be one of those videos where I'm going to show you 8 alternatives to more popular and more expensive fragrances. Why alternatives? Well, because sometimes you're paying too much money on the fragrance you like when you can get a cheaper alternative, and sometimes these alternatives that are cheaper can be actually better than the originals or the more popular fragrances. Not the originals, because these fragrances aren't necessarily clones. They're actually quite popular as well, but not as popular as the ones we are trying to replace them with. So let's begin. The first one is one that I've actually shown you a couple of times. Not very often, it doesn't get too much attention. Again, not that popular. It's Escada Sentiment for Men. And this one, I think it's discontinued, but it's being sold for a low price on multiple online shops from what I've noticed. Maybe it's because they're trying to get rid of the stock. But this fragrance, it's in the same genre as Creed Aventus or Dior Sauvage. It has that safe, clean kind of smell, but tropical in a way how Escada uses to create their own fragrances, their tropical fragrances. Performance is good during the summer, but compared to Creed Aventus and Dior Sauvage, this is not an all year round type of fragrance, but more for the summer. The next one is one for the ladies. This one seems like a bit of a childish fragrance. I mean, even if I show you the box, which looks like this, and it has a relevance, meaning that this is like a young version of Mugler's Alien. Even the color of the bottle and the box have a similarity with the color of the bottle of Alien, but they smell not very close, but they have something in common. But this one is definitely more for the young girls. Don't expect like same quality, because this one is very cheap compared to Mugler's Alien. Don't expect the same quality, but still a decent quality for the price, and the performance is quite good. So this one is, I don't think I said the name. This one is Love at Night de Toy. I think the Toy is the name of the brand. I think it's actually more than the Toy, the big brand, which I don't think right now if they are still doing fragrances. So these might still, like the Escada, could be leftovers. So if you find this one at a low price, which you should pay for this fragrance, no mid to high range price for this one. Love at Night, if you like Alien And if you're a young girl or you have a young girl who likes Alien, you want to spend a little bit less than Alien costs, give this one a try. The next one is one from a quite popular designer brand, but I don't think it gets that much attention and hype. Also, it's a new release. It's from Joop, Homme, and this one is Le Parfum. They have the original Joop Eau de Toilette, which comes in, I think the color of the juice is about the same. There's also an Eau de Parfum, but this one is Le Parfum. This one can be a replacement for Armani Stronger With You, but this one also has iris, so this is more of a combination between Armani Stronger With You and, to my nose, Le Male Le Parfum. I was expecting this one because of the opening, which is quite strong, and because of Joop Homme having that reputation of a really strong, overpowering fragrance, and also considering that it goes into the direction of Armani Stronger With You, I was hoping for a better, stronger performance, but this one actually has a good longevity, but it doesn't project that much, but still is a bit cheaper than Stronger With You or Le Male Le Parfum. So give this one a try if you like those two fragrances, especially Stronger With You, because this one is resembling more the Armani one, with the Armani one rather than with the Le Male. The next one is one that, again, I think it has been discontinued, but right now I think it's on clearance on many websites, even on eBay. I think you may be able to find it. And don't be scared of buying this one from eBay, because I don't think there are many fakes of it. I don't know if anyone has tried to fake this one. This is Palsilleri from their private line called Colonia Purissima. This one is in the same category, not a clone, not very similar, but similar, and could be a replacement. You could also have both, but I think that if you like this one, I don't think you'll go for the Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa. There is a big difference between the two. This one has oak moss and can be felt from the start to the end. This one doesn't, but they are still that cologne type of fragrance, bright cologne, safe white flower kind of fragrance. The performance on this one is slightly worse than this one, but it's not worse. I mean, if you have tried this one, you would know that this one performs good to very good. This one just slightly worse, but still good. So Palsilleri Colonia Purissima can be a replacement for the Colonia Intensa, which is much more expensive. Now, a cheap one from Dunhill. This one is Dunhill Desire. I only have a 30 ml bottle here, but this one, when I smelled it, I knew that it reminded me of another fragrance, and it's this one, 24, the original Eau de Toilette. This one also, I think it has been discontinued because it's hard to find now, and on eBay the price is increasing. So Dunhill Desire is still very cheap, still very accessible, easy to find almost anywhere. And believe it or not, this to me smells better than this one. Performance about the same, but this one smells like a mess. You don't really know what's going on in here. It still smells nice at some point, but to many people this is off-putting, which I don't find in this one. This one is rather smooth than this one, which feels kind of sharp. So Downhill Desire, in my opinion, better than 24, the original, and cheaper. The next one is a recent discovery of mine, and I really like it. It feels so modern, even though it's not really like recent release or creation from Laura Biagiotti. Due Uomo. Now this one is usually marketed as an aftershave. I mean, even on the box, if I recall, yeah, even on the bottom of the bottle it says like aftershave, après rasage in French, excuse my French. But this one smells very modern, very much like that modern DNA, and to my nose it smells very similar, but much better, especially in the performance category. This one smells similar to Boucheron Quatre, which is also kind of a new release, not that new, but I think it's Boucheron's latest release in men's fragrances. But this one much better performing. I think the price is about the same. This is also not that expensive. I know the Boucheron one is not an expensive fragrance, but this one performs much better, not just longevity, projection as well, and smells nice, quite close but intense, more intense. Even the bottle, I like this one. And the next one, which I believe it's not the last, almost the last one. This one is a tricky one, because if you go retail for this one, it won't be that much cheaper than the more popular fragrance, but usually you can find this one discounted. Even in TK Maxx, it used to be really cheap, ridiculously cheap for how good this one actually smells. This is from a not so popular company called Acca Kappa. It's an Italian brand from what I've seen, and this one is called Fior d'Acqua. This one I've smelled it, and to my nose it could be a replacement, not similar to very similar, but can be an alternative to Acqua di Parma Mandorlo di Sicilia, I think that's the name. It has that really nice, it has a very nice grapefruit opening, very natural smelling, almost like the same quality as Acqua di Parma, especially in the opening, and then in the dry down it has that powdery vanilla like Acqua di Parma Mandorlo di Sicilia has. But very nice actually. This, don't overpay for this one. You should pay for this one as much as you feel comfortable paying for a fragrance that you haven't smelled. Like if you had to blind buy this, feel comfortable paying whatever you feel comfortable paying for one fragrance you haven't tried yet. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. If you think it's too much, don't buy it. But if you think it's going to be worth it based on what I've said and based on how much this fragrance retails for, then yeah, go for it. Maybe you can actually try it somewhere. Give it a try. It's actually quite natural smelling, very pleasant and very unisex. And the last one is one that is an alternative to most, not, I could also say all, but let's say most of the modern fragrances for men these days. You know, that smell that almost all fragrances have, that bit of Invictus DNA, the fruity, fresh kind of fragrances that perform really well, loud. This is actually not that loud, but still could be an alternative to all of those fragrances. This is from Adidas. It's called Born Original. Now, the name itself, if you think of the smell, it's not that original, but I think it resembles their Originals line. I know Adidas has something like that, not just in fragrances, but in their clothing and shoes department as well. Now, this one, the bottle, really nice. The smell, now you know me, I don't really like Invictus, but I do like this one. It's not that loud, doesn't feel that synthetic. It feels more sporty, but not like the regular Adidas fragrances. Those ones feel cheap. This one actually smells like a proper designer fragrance. It's a bit more expensive than the other Adidas fragrances, but not as expensive as a regular designer fragrance. So for that reason alone, this is actually worth trying and getting. The performance is quite good. And yes, it does smell really modern, and pretty much if you like fragrances like Paco Rabanne Invictus, like Azzaro, Wanted, and many other like YSL, many other modern fragrances that are really popular, give this one a try. I've had only positive reactions from this fragrance, not compliments in a way where people on the street are going to compliment me on my fragrance, but the people I have asked them about this fragrance, try this fragrance and tell me what you think. They said it's a good fragrance, especially coming from Adidas. And this was it. I hope everything went well with this video without the editing and stuff, and maybe from now on I'm going to shoot videos like this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these fragrances, and until the next video, keep smelling great.